So lads, welcome to Oak Swamp and part 5 of the Leaf, a ratty roadster. Firstly, as always, I'd like to say thanks to everyone who supported the channel last time by either buying a t-shirt and or going to the tip jar. Nice one, cheers guys, really appreciate it. Also, I'd like to say massive thanks to everyone who left me a comment last week. Really entertaining, nice one. I'll be pulling the t-shirt competition a bit later. So this week's video I'm not going to be using music on, so we'll see how we get on with that. But in a couple of days time, when this one's done its thing, I'm going to release the same video with Drop Your John all over it. I really wanted to use Drop Your John again because I really like editing to it. So wait a couple of days and there'll be one out, full bore Drop Your John. Anyway, we better get on with it, haven't we? Right, so back on with the Leaf. So what I'm going to do to start with is I'm going to take this body off now because it's not joined in the middle anyway, but I'm going to take all of this lot off and then I'm going to weld this frame up because it's all just been tacked. I'll get this all welded up and bolted on. And with the body not on there, I can check everything's true. I've got to make the floor up for the back here so I can get a seat in it, so I can have a dicky seat on him as well. It's a nice sunny day, it's a bit windy and it's a bit rainy. It was pouring down with rain just a minute ago. But we shall show you. It looks good though, doesn't it? That's what it looks like underneath. Kind of like it that way. I wonder if I could build a body like that. I reckon I could. But you can really get the idea of how the seat's going there. You see the curve all the way. There you go, that's pretty much it all welded up. Just a nice skeleton. Right, that's it, all bolted down and welded up. So I'm going to put this body back on again now. I've just been looking at this dicky seat idea. That's going to take a bit of doing, but I really need the body on there. And then make the boot lid to make the rest of it, to be fair, because I don't know quite where it's going to go. This is now solid. So this is what I've been doing. I've made a plate up which joins to this original body support bar thing, and I've welded it all in together so it all connects up. So there you go, there's that bit of angle. I've got the place, I'll weld that onto there, then run a strap there, and that'd be super strong. This whole front now with this cross section in has made it really stiff. I'm not going to weld any of it up for the minute, just leave everything tacked until all the body's fitted, and then I can get the exact right height for the steering. 5k giveaway. It's a 5k giveaway. So on to the 5k giveaway in dressing gowns. So me and Sass scanned the comments and we read every one, and they were hilarious and they were warm and they were lovely. Thank you very much for sending me all of those. But we've chose 2 winners for the t-shirts, and the first one is from Billy Bob, and it goes something like this.
Swampology. Vector caravans, what you thinking? Top of the flops and copter stinking. 3 long weeks, the flu and fear, even the van wouldn't come near. Bewley sorted, they're more your people. Petrol head central, the crack proper lethal. Friendly faces, good night on the piss. Oh, about the t-shirt, a large would be bliss.
Excellent, that was brilliant. Cheers, Billy Bob. If you drop me a line to oakswamprats@gmail.com, give me your details, I'll get a t-shirt sent out to you. The next comment we chose comes from Bax Design, and it goes just like this.
Are Neil's parents James May and James Hunt?
Fantastic.
So get in contact with me, Bax Design, at oakswamprats@gmail.com. Give me your details and I'll get a t-shirt out to you as well. Thanks everyone who left me a comment. Thanks a lot, Sass.
Very welcome.
Let's do it. I've got to sort this joint out here where the front is joined to the back. What I'm going to do is put a bit of angle in here or something. Okay, so I clamp this on and I'm putting the curve back into this. That'll come out to about there. Neatens that right up and it makes it nice and stiff. And I just drag it outside to make sure everything looks good, and it does. It all looks nice and square. If you watch this edge against this edge, watching the doors up, it's absolutely rigid now. Right, I've got to go backwards and forwards, but I'm going to carry on going forward. I'm going to do something right at the front just to hold it all in. Put another bracket right at the front, I think. Bit blowy out there today. Just as well I'm in the garage. Right, so back on the angle line. Back to 6 months of this. Right, what I'm going to do next is I'm going to attach this and then get this back right exactly in the right place, and then I'll come back and work on that. Those 2 in there are going to have a bit of wood on so you can screw the bulkhead straight to it, so that's pretty cool. Just been contemplating where to put the battery in. I think I'm going to put them under the seat here, get them out of the way. But if I do that, I will put like a forklift charging plug somewhere underneath, so if you've got a jump start or anything, just bang that in. The boot I kind of sussed out now, I think. I've never had a car with a dicky seat, and I've always fancied one. I want to go in it than to be driving it, but I know I complain about the rain, but this car's just a little bit big for the garage. The rattler's alright in here, but even that you couldn't move. Before I start the new project, which won't be long, as soon as this thing trundling down the road, I'm going to be pulling the Austin Big 7 chassis over, and that's tiny. It's a tiny little thing. What that project's going to be is a single seater with a Harley Davidson motor, and I want to keep it as light as possible, 250 kilos if I can get it. The thing is, with that frame, it's got no V5, so it's got no way of going on the road, so I'm going to build it exactly as I want to. I can make it super mental. So that's the plan. Oh, come on, man, you're getting on my nerves now. Okay, I've released this back. This side just wants to come over just a tiny bit and it levels everything right up. But before I carry on with that, what I'm going to do is make a piece here, like a square, to make the bottom and make it so it bolts on through these two bolt holes here. Then that'll get the back exactly in the right place, and then I can finish this top bit. I think it's going to be an uneven boot, meaning it's smaller at the top than the bottom, but I think that looked quite funky. So I went over and got a bit of Glastonbury stall steel. Okay, so the bottom one's going to sit like that. I need to make it sit at that angle. And that's what we're after, that sort of bow diddly. Okay, that's the back nice and solid. It looks as though the houses have been boiled, you know what I mean? Yeah, it looks cool, man. Beautiful day today, but it won't be in a minute. It's been on and off like this all day. Continuing on with this back, I kind of like the way I cut this one in. I'm not sure quite how to finish them yet. I might put a... But I'm going to whop them off there anyway, because I don't want them any lower in the chassis. And then I've got to copy that cut and put it here. This is going to be a bit tricky because there's wood inside, but if I cut the bottom off I can attack it up that way, so that's what I gotta do. Wood that I got off. Probably just wants a little curve on it like that, doesn't it? I might bring that round. I don't really want to put a piece on the bottom of it because dirt and that. I don't know if you can see it, but it just brings a little curl in at the bottom. Okay, so I whipped a bit more out of there. Right, these original shop mounts, I'm not going to be using those. So I'm going to whip them off so I can start thinking about this floor. So for support across this centre, I'm going to run another bar off of this shock absorber mount, because he's on there anyway. So to continue on with this dicky seat, I need to fit the fuel tank. This is the fuel tank I'm using for the minute. This was the original one from the Rat, and it's still in really good nick actually. I've just built some of it out and it's like ginger horrible stuff, but it's not leaked the whole time I've had it. So I'm going to put it in just for the minute, just behind the seat. I mean, it's diesel. I think someone's just dieseled up this tank. It's kept it from rusting. see if my feet can fit underneath. That's the idea. Just. About 5 mil. I wanna do the things that you do. I wanna be So what I've done with this, just made it so it's captive, so it's going to be easy to bolt in, so I don't have to get underneath. Okay, so this is what I've been doing. This is supported at the sides here and in the middle. I put this bit of timber along the back just to bring it up a little bit for clearance. Also put a bit of rigidity in it. Working from the back here, what I've done, the bottom angle takes the floor of the boot, and then it's going to come up here and roll at this curve right the way down to make the rear valance as such. In here, when I cut the shock mounts off, I didn't cut them all off, I left just the bottom bit, so what I'll probably do is just leave that because it just looks like it would have done. I'm going to have to fit shock absorbers to this, and they're most likely going to be coming up straight here as tubes, so we're not quite done there yet. And on that I've put these tabs, these are going to be ground back obviously, but put these tabs running down. These tabs have got threads on, so that'll just be bolted down onto there. I'm going to put another one in the middle as well. The bottoms are going to be screwed. It'll be all nice and tight up together. And I'm going to use a bit of channel. This was off the hook tab actually, from the seat. Because I've had to do this in two, so it goes right under. I'm just having a join there. I'm going to make these removable. Because the fuel tank idea, it was just not enough room, so I've decided to not use that tank. I want to get myself an oval tank. Go back to about here, back to here. And now, beauty with this as well is when it's not being used as a dicky seat, I can fill it up with luggage. There's a bit of storage down there to take a suitcase and you fit other stuff up here. The thing I am probably going to do is make the boot lid just probably to about here, just a little bit longer, because we've lost some out of the bottom, so I want to get it back and make it easier getting your legs in there, but I think probably to there. A few little odds and sods to finish in here. A bit later on I'm going to be plying the sides, so that'll make that nice and neat. There you go, I'm really pleased with the way this body's come out. It's tightened everything up, it's taken the proper shape now, it's really starting to get there. My mate Paul came round this morning and he said to me, it looks like a completely different thing. You have to see it in the person to really appreciate the difference it was from Monday to today. So next time I'm going to make these pieces up and they come round, something like that. And I got the same to do this side. I've also got to make some inner arches for this. A little bit of finishing to do round here. I've got to hang the doors. I'm going to go and see a heating specialist about trying to get this radiator sorted, because that outlet there wants coming out here because it's got to go to there, and this outlet here, it wants to go into here, so it wants making smaller and putting on this side. Also, I've got to get a filler neck and check for soundness. So next time it's going to be mainly bodywork. I'm going to have to make a boot lid, get the doors to fit, finish off the odd bits and pieces here, there and everywhere, and then get this radiator sorted. But if you want to see me do any of this, you're going to have to tune in next time. So if you're not subscribed, make sure you hit the old subscribe button. If you like the video, please leave me a comment and a like. If you're feeling flush, pop over to the tip jar, or better still, buy one of my lovely Oak Swamp t-shirts. And I will catch you dudes next time. Hang loose.